We all have that one thing in our life that we know just relieves the stress, and for me, it's wild camping. And it all starts with this drive in to the Lake District. Whenever I see those mountains, my fears and my anxieties just start melting away. God, I look like I've been dug up. Hello, how are we doing? We're back. Felt like I haven't been camping for ages. Welcome to another video. Back in the glorious Lake District National Park. We're at Wasdale, or Waswater, parked down at Wasdale. And I'm heading up to Ilgill Head. Badly filmed. Still got all that to go. I am so unfit. I am blowing out of my hoop. So, just gonna have a nice chilled one today. I brought a few liquid refreshments and I'm just going to enjoy the stunning views, and I'll talk you through my summer lightweight kit, I suppose. So yeah, so I'll get set up and I'll bring you back and I'll talk you through some kit, and then we'll have a chat and put the world to rights as we always do. Yes. At the top. I've not set up yet though, because I've got to the top of Ilgill Head. One, there's another tent. And then the other bit more worrying is there's a herd of cows over there. And cows make me uneasy. And I want a good night's kip, so I might look around for somewhere else to pitch. Which is kind of a bit out of their way, but don't know. Oh, is there another tent? Can't get isolation anywhere these days. Bloody wild campers. Right, we are finally set up. Wow, there she is, the Lanchan 2 Pro. I'm going to talk you through my gear in a bit. I've moved on to Whin Rigg, which was about 500 metres away from Ilgill Head, where I was. Like I said, those cows give me the willies. Had a bit of an incident last year now. Me and James camping in the tent box, and we were kind of parked in the line of where the cows cross, so they give us a bit of a nudge in the morning, so a bit wary of cows. But yep, Whin Rigg, lovely fell. I think I must be pretty much as far west as you can get in the lakes. Well, there's a few more fells over there, but as you can see, pretty much countryside behind and then out to the sea. But it's great to be back out. We've got some beautiful views over Waswater. Just trying to focus you there. Waswater. Beautiful. And then you've got Ilgill Head. And then over to the Scafell Range, Great Gable. Alike. They're all over that way. So, set up. Lanchan 2 Pro. I'll talk you through my gear. So the tent I am in tonight is the Lanchan, the 3 UFL Lanchan 2 Pro. It's a single skin tent. It weighs, it's just less than a kilo, about 900 grams. It's a trekking pole tent, and yeah, I love it. Let me show you inside. It's got 2 doors, which is great. So you can open those up, and the tent will still stand with the doors wide open, so you can have a nice through breeze, because this tent is horrific for condensation. So yeah, so you got the sun set out of one window, and then sunrise out the other door in the morning. But it's absolutely palatial inside. It's absolutely massive. That's the sleeping mat, which is an extra large, and you can see there's still ample room. So single skin tent. I got it off the 3UFL website. It was about 120 quid. Came in about 8 days. Doesn't come seam sealed, so I had to seam seal it all myself, which I think I've done an alright job. Seam seal, make sure these are the bits that are quite vulnerable to water ingress, and all these like tabs. So fair bit of work to seam seal it, but so far so good. With it being single skin, it is quite noisy in the wind. So I have to sleep with earplugs when I'm in this tent. But so that's my tent, my summer tent, the Lanshan 2 Pro by 3UFL gear. Sleep system is, I'm on the, let's get that there. Sleep system, I had the Thermarest Neo X Therm. This is the XL version. Absolute, just a phenomenal bit of kit. Comfiest mat I've slept on, by far the warmest. And because it's so warm, the sleeping bag I've gone with for this trip is just an absolute cheaper. I think this was like 25 quid. An Adventure Ridge. I got this from Aldi. There's hardly anything to it. I think the comfort rating is down to like 10 degrees. So I think it's going to be about 15 degrees tonight. But with the X Therm, I'll be absolutely fine in that tonight. If I do get chilly, I'll be if I do get chilly, I'll just put a layer on or something, but I think I'll be absolutely fine with that and the X Therm tonight. The other reason I brought this with me today is it packs down really, really small. Like there's nothing to it. So it just takes up next to nothing in my bag. But we'll see how I get on with it. I've used it once before on Stony Cove Pike and I was absolutely freezing. But I did have a shit sleeping mat then, so we'll see how we go tonight. My bag is the Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor. Absolutely love this bag. It expands from 40 litres to 60 litres. So using this cool little system here, you change these compression straps, so the bag opens up to kind of be 60 litres or 40 litres. Really lightweight. It's not ultra light in terms of like ultra light gear, but it's not that heavy. I think it's like 1.2 kilos or something. Just got loads of space. It's got massive pockets on the side. Really good pockets here. On the straps, which I use these to keep, I put like a water bottle in that. I think the other one's got a camera strap in. These are absolutely massive, so you can get a tent in them if you need to, with compression straps on the side. This is actually the water bladder holder that goes on the inside, but because of all the different mods on this bag, see here, you can unclip it from the inside and clip it on the outside of the bag to kind of have an outside pocket if you need one. I like to have an outside pocket. I was used to that on my Osprey, so I just like dump like my water filter in there, and it's got my waterproofs in, which are just frog togs. Really impressed with them. Super lightweight, like ridiculously lightweight, and they're only like 25 quid. So I've heard they're quite fragile and they do rip, but so far so good, and they've kept me dry. Other thing with this bag, which is just brilliant, is these side pockets here, which I had to open with one hand. And these are just absolutely massive. You can get all sorts in them. I've got my car keys in them, and a malt loaf wrapper from last time because I'm an absolute tramp. But just shed loads of room in them, and you get them on either strap. So really, really impressed with this bag. Loads of people have done reviews on them. Go check out, I think Paul Mesner's done a review. There's quite a few American wild campers who've done some reviews on this bag. They can do a far better job than I can, but I've had it out on 4 or 5 trips now, and I absolutely love it. It's the comfiest pack I've ever worn as well. I've got my Thermarest Z-Light or Z-Light. I just cut 4 things off the end of this. I just use this as a sit mat and a bit of a footprint for the porch of my tent. Absolutely weighs nothing, just strong as an ox, just brilliant. Take that with me everywhere. But it's just good to have as a bit of a sit pad if you go for a bit of a swim to get out, or if you're taking your shoes and socks off, let in and out the tent. It's just nice to have somewhere dry to put your feet. Possibles bag and kind of electronics that I keep in here. It's just a little OX dry bag. Bit of a mess. Got a charging cable for my iPhone. I use the Charmast charging block. It's wildly oversized for what I need. It's got like 3 or 4 outputs, USB-C and USB-A. It's brilliant. This lasts for ages, but it does weigh quite a bit. So I'm on the lookout for a bit of a smaller one because it's a bit overkill for it, and it does add quite a bit of weight to my bag. What's this? This is my microphone that I bring with me. So I use the Rode Video. The Rode. What's it called? The Rode Video Go or something. So that's the little case that it comes in, and that's chargeable as well. So I charge that with that. Just camera gear. So my camera that I use is on a Peak Design like capture clip, which clips to my backpack. So that's just all the gear in there. Torch, which is an OEX one. It's cheap as chips, like 25 quid from Go Outdoors. Really, really strong actually. It's USB chargeable. It's a bit temperamental mine, so see how long that lasts me before I have to get a new one. Head torch, which I brought with me, but to be honest with you, I won't really use because it stays light until probably bedtime. But this is a Petzl. I can't think what it's called. I'll put the name on the screen. Petzl Bindi. But it weighs absolutely nothing. It's really quite bright as well. It does what you need to. It's got red light, and it's got 3 brightnesses. So decent. And then the good thing with this is as well is you can spin it, and it locks into place there, so you can't accidentally turn it on and waste your battery. With the battery powered, and it's USB chargeable. With the battery powered one I had previously, it would forever turning on in my bag and then just draining the batteries. So you'd have to take one of the batteries out and reverse it, which was a bit of a ball ache. So that's the Petzl Bindi. What else have I got in here? Batteries, spare batteries for my camera. More rubbish from my cola bottles. GoPro charger. Spare GoPro battery. And then I've also got more cables, and then my Skywatch, which is kind of thermometer, does wind speed, all sorts of gaff. Not much use in weather like this. Well, there's not much use. I don't have much use for it in weather like this, but when it's windy and it's good, it tells you the wind chill and everything else, so good to have. So that's my possibles bag. Cook set. I've got the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 with me tonight, which is just ridiculously small and lightweight. Really, really reliable cook set. Never had any problems with it. watch that tonight when I go to use it. It'll probably break. But great little burner, about 35 quid from Go Outdoors. Comes in a neat little case. That's my little cooker. Then for my pot, I've just got just a Tokes 750ml titanium pot. Really lightweight. Just, well, it's a cup in it. Boil water in it, whatever. Word of caution, if you do boil water in this for a brew, be careful before you take a sip out of it, because I have had my lips stick to this. You'll only do it once, but just word of warning. And then gas I've got, which I'm wrapping a bit of bog roll because it's kind of oxidised, just a Coleman Performance gas. One of the larger ones, normally I bring a smaller one, but I had that lying around. And that's cook set. So food, brought quite a lot with me tonight, just because I had an army ration pack. It was given to me by a friend, so I've just brought a few bits, and it's wet food as well, so it's quite heavy. I've got spicy sausage and potato wedges. Let's see what that's like. I've got a chocolate pudding for dessert. I just noticed that went out of date last year. We'll have a go. I've got some Mexican sweet chili peanuts. And I've got a pasta bolognese, a Wayfarer one, which these are pretty nice, to be honest with you. They're not that filling. That's the only issue with the wet ones. I normally bring the dry adventure food packs, but that's what I've got. I've got mugshot, a cup of soup for morning, tea bags and brew kit. I'll keep that all in this little bag, which I don't know where I got that from, but it's pretty handy for keeping all my food together. Spork is just a long titanium spork from Tight Cougar. Don't know, about 12 quid off Amazon. I like the longer sporks because it comes with this neat little Hessian bag as well. Because when you dig into the bottom of these with a short spork, you get shit all over your hands, so it's quite like to have a nice long spork. And that's it. Oh, cup is a Sea to Summit, the coffee in it, just expandable cup, decent. It's got a little lid on it as well, stops spillages. And then first aid kit, which is absolutely essential, which is just a Carrymore one that I got from Go Outdoors. Keep an open knife in there, lighter, which is ideal. I keep my earplugs, as I said. I'm in the Lanchan, which is rowdy as. Then you've all seen a first aid kit: bandages, plasters, paracetamol, yada 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 yada. But always have a first aid kit with you when you're going on these trips, because if you do get injured or you do find yourself in a bit of bother, it's pretty isolated, so it's a must have to take with you. They cost about 6 quid. Another bit of safety kit that I got. These aren't essential and they are quite expensive, but this is a Garmin InReach Mini. It's like a little SOS beacon, but I got this because it's alright where I am tonight, because I get a signal so I can message like family and friends and let them know that I'm safe and where I am. But when you're out in the sticks, especially if you're doing long distance hikes or you're stuck in the middle of the mountains with no reception on your phone, these are just brilliant, because one, you can message loved ones, let them know where you are. You get like 10 free preset messages, and you can sign up to Garmin as well. You have to sign up like a phone contract. But the real thing which you need this for is if you do fall and you get in bother, it's got the SOS on the side, and it calls directly for kind of mountain rescue, and you can communicate with them, and it tells them your location. So these are expensive. I think this is about 275 quid, and then you pay, I think I pay like a tenner a month to Garmin as well. So they're not cheap, but if you do this thing often, then it's worth getting one. But obviously, weigh it up, it is a lot of money. I'm not saying just go out there and you don't need one. But the fact I've got one now, I bring it with me on every trip. I make sure it's charged up. The battery lasts forever. Well, it don't last forever, but it lasts like it lasts me a full camping trip without any bother whatsoever. I think it's like 90 hours. But yeah, I won't go anywhere without that now. It's just well worth having. And if those cows come for me in the middle of the night, farmer, come and save me, your cows are killing me. Garmin InReach Mini. And that's it. That is my summer camping gear. Water, I just brought with me this, just a Nalgene bottle. I've got the Be-Free catted in filter. I've got the litre bag on it. It's got a little bit of a leak in it, but these are brilliant. Just for filling up and filtering water. You can drink straight from them as well. And that's it. That is my summer camping kit. Not quite. See the lights. I see right out to sea. And then if we pan round out to the west, all out to sea. On a clear day, you could probably see the Isle of Man out there. Sun's dropping down. It's 10 o'clock now, but we've still got some light left. It's pretty late now. It's like 10:30. Well, I just had my tea. Pasta bolognese, it was very nice. I had one of the army rations, the chocolate pudding. Wasn't so nice, but I ate it anyway. Washed down with a can of Northern Monk Faith Hazy Pale. Nice. So anyway, yeah, sorry for the lack of videos of late. I've had to take my foot off the gas. I've got quite a lot of conflicting priorities going on in my life right now, and a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things that I need to do. So I've just kind of had to take my foot off the gas with YouTube, but I managed to gain a few subscribers in the meantime. So anyone who's newly subscribed, thank you so much. And obviously anyone who's subscribed in the past, thank you for continued support. But yeah, it's just one of those really. I just can't commit to it at the minute. I can't find the time to get out camping as much as I want to do. I'm starting another YouTube channel based around my photography, because I want to use that as a business tool and a marketing tool. So that'll be live soon. Go check that out. It'll be under Ryan Hunter Media if you're into cameras and photography and shit like that. If not, stick with the camping. But yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I'm pretty sure everyone will have seen Paul Mesner's video. Paul was kind enough to come on the podcast to talk about that as well. So go check that out. I'll link it up here or down there or wherever. But yeah, he was, well, just watch his video. It was very great. It was good to watch. But so yeah, I just had to take my foot off the gas a little bit with YouTube. But it's so nice to get out, and I wanted to make a video today. I was contemplating coming up and just having a camp for myself and just a bit of a chiller, but I really fancied making a good old-fashioned camping vlog and talking through some kit. So it's just nice. I just feel very relaxed. You can probably tell by my tone, I'm just chilled, man. So I hope you're all keeping well. I hope your noggins are good. Obviously talk if they're not, but obviously this nice weather is making us all feel a little bit better. Bearing in mind I've got ginger skin and burn at the sight of the sun, but I'm still kind of enjoying the sunshine and the light nights, which is nice. It makes me feel better. It always does. Gives me a bit of a energy boost. But yeah, just chilled. I'm just going to finish my beer. I'm going to get my head down tonight, a good kip, and I'll come back to you in the morning. Morning. Windy AF. It's like howling through, and it's pretty chilly. This sleeping bag held up all right though. Oh, thanks for the thermarest. I'm glad I brought my down jacket with me as well. That's the tip, innit? Always come prepared with some warm clothing with the mountains, even when it was 26 degrees like it was yesterday. It can drop cold and the weather can change. But yeah, it is proper windy. Good news is though, let's have a look on this. First time ever, bone dry.
Not a drop of condensation. Something to be said for that, isn't there? And I didn't get trampled by cows in the middle of the night. All is good. It's just gone 7 o'clock, so I'm going to get up and I'm going to get packed up quickly. And I'm going to get down to the car because I've got stuff to do today. So I'll bring you back in a bit.
That's me all packed up. Left no trace as per. Just a flat patch of grass. The weather's clearing up now, which is nice. You can see right out to the sea. You can see the Isle of Man, I believe, out there. Or is that Galloway National Park? I think it's the Isle of Man. I don't know. You can see a landmass over there in the sea. It's been lovely to be back out. Hope you've enjoyed this one. For all the new subscribers, thank you again. For everyone who's subscribed up to date, thank you for your continued support. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, hit like, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. Bye.